My video today is going to be perfect for anybody who has just received their first ever medical cannabis prescription and you're wondering, what do I do now? What do I buy? Where do I go? Don't worry, I got you. So carry on watching this video and let's go through it together. Hello, YouTube world. My name is Katie. If you are new around here, then welcome. But if you're not new, say it with me, welcome back, love. Starting a new prescription journey can be pretty daunting, especially if this is your first ever time, you don't know what to do, you don't know what to buy. But don't worry, I've curated a lovely little list that we can go through together, and I've even got the products as well so that we can all visually learn together. These are the things that I use and that I recommend as a long-time cannabis user and patient. Just want to clarify that I'm in no way endorsed. This video is not sponsored. I'm not even monetized currently. So everything that I'm going to give you is from my point of view, my opinion, and my honest advice. Any watch time is really, really handy right now for me on my journey on monetization. So thank you so much to everybody that has been watching my videos because YouTube is definitely recommending. So thank you so much to everybody that's hit the like button as well and that have come along and subscribed. There's quite a lot of you, but also there's a few of you that aren't subscribed and you may not even know that you're not subscribed. So just scroll down and double check because about half of my viewers aren't subscribed. There's the proof. Anyway, let's get into the video. So first things first, when you've had your lovely flower delivery, you are going to need something to put it in. I use these back pots. Now, this is an ounce jar and a half-ounce jar. They're black, they're smell-proof, they're dark because then no sunlight can get to it. They're really, really good for keeping your flower fresh. Ounce jar for the sativa during the daytime, half-ounce jar for the indica at nighttime. You're going to be using half the amount because you're only smoking indica at night, so my advice is to put the indica in the small jar if you decide to buy two, sativa in the big. There are many other options that you can have. You can just get yourself a nice dark jar, or you can use a kilner jar or something like that, but I do recommend that it is dark. Now, you're going to want to put something inside these little jars. These little babies, I'm just going to read off of the website how they describe what these are. Quote, Boveda's humidity packs for weed are the best way to store cannabis. Our two-way humidity control ensures that you'll never have to worry about stale cannabis. So it keeps your flower fresher for longer. End quote. So, like, basically, you know those little silica packets that you get when you buy, like, shoes or whatever, and they come with those little balls and it literally says, do not eat? Yeah, it's basically that for your weed, but these packets are filled with a liquid, and when the liquid goes hard, that is when you are to replace these packets. You can buy different sizes, you can buy different strengths. This one here, I think, is for like a quarter, even though it's in like a half-ounce jar. I don't care, it's fine, it does. So that goes in there. And then another one would go in here where your sativa flower goes, or whatever you've chosen to put in your jar. I then have these two small glass jars, which I use to put my daily dosage into. And that leads us on to the next item that you'll need. Digital scales. You're going to want to weigh out your medicine when it comes because obviously, I mean, some people keep it in a big jar. That's absolutely fine. And you know how much you're taking out. That's cool. But some people prefer to weigh out their prescribed amount. So for example, my prescribed amount is 3 grams a day. So weigh out 3 grams and then you can put that in your pot. You can use this to weigh out your flour either daily, weekly, or bi-monthly, however you want to. But having a pair of digital scales is really going to help you to maintain your dosage. Now, you don't have to get the pots that I have, of course. You can, get anything that you like. You don't even need to have a daily dosage pot if you want. This is just my advice and things that I use. So, yeah. Next item we have that is essential is grinder. The trusty grinder. There are so many different options for grinders. They come in a range of materials, they come in a range of styles, colors, and compartments. I'm not going to get too detailed on this video, so don't worry about that. I'm just going to go over the basics, and the basics that you need to know is that one of the best that I personally recommend would be aluminium, stainless steel, something that is not plastic. I do like wood as well. I do not recommend plastic because the little plastic shards can actually come off and go into your pile of ground up flour. There are some grinders that have more compartments than two, and that means that they have a section where you can catch the THC crystal, essentially. I don't have a 3 or even a 4-part grinder as there are available because personally, in my opinion, I feel that the holes that are on them are actually far too big. So once I've ground my flour down, it's not even in a good consistency for me personally. So I get just the 2 section. As I said, there's many options, so go wild looking for the one that you like. Okay, so the next essential item that you're going to need after you've ground your bud is the vaporizer. Vape for short. This particular vaporizer is by a company called Dynavap. I don't suppose there. Called Dynavap. And I'm just going to read again, quote off of their website, how they describe themselves. Quote, Dynavap's products are dry herb vaporizers that provide exceptional flavor while extending your flower reserve and will last you a lifetime. Proudly made in the United States, they offer an innovative alternative to cannabis smoking, end quote. So this is part of the M series. This is a stainless steel. They do come in titanium as well, but obviously you're paying for the pleasure of having that better quality. This is the one that is mainly used by joint smokers. Vapes come in all different sizes, all different shapes, all different strengths of heat and all sorts. I am not going to get into that right now because I am no one to talk about vaping. I have this because I needed to try it. I personally don't get on with vaporizers, but I do have one. Now, you are going to need something to light the vape with. And in my opinion, the cheapest and most affordable way of doing so is one of the sort of blowtorch lighters. Here is what I mean. You have a little blowtorch type thing. They come in various different shapes and sizes. Here's one option. So the other option is this lighter, and this is pretty cute. It's like a nice little pocket lighter. It's got an on-off button there, so you would just turn it from the off to on. You can hear it, light it, and there it is. This would then be used to obviously light your vape. There are other options available. There are heaters that you can get. I mean, it gets really expensive. It gets really intricate into the vaping scene. If you're in the vaping scene, then you know exactly what I mean. I am not in it, but I do know someone that is, and I know how much money they have personally spent on certain vapes. So yeah, like I say, my affordable solution to starting off is by just getting one of these propane gas lighters. And then, of course, once you've got your lighter, you are going to need some of this. You are definitely going to need some lighter gas. So make sure you get yourselves 1, even 2, if you're a big smoker. Because those lighters don't last long, let me tell you that. You are going to be refilling it quite a lot. And that is why people do spend the money on getting these heaters. And essentially what you do with a heater is you take the vape and there's like a little heating thing that's got a device that either runs on mains electrics or by battery powered. And you basically put the device into it and then it heats up at the temperature that you've set it at. Once it's heat up to the temperature that you've set it at, you can then obviously use it. But these are quite expensive. So the next product that I recommend is isopropanol alcohol. This is what you're going to use to clean your vape and clean your grinder. Now, if you don't know how to do that properly, I actually have a video of how to truly clean your grinder, which I'll throw up somewhere up here. So if you have ever wondered about how to actually clean your grinder, then there you go, I got you. But it's essentially the same thing for the vape. You would take all of the pieces apart, including the O-ring and all the intricate pieces in there, clean it all out with some of this, grab yourself a cotton bud and make sure everything's clean. All right, so the next thing is kind of optional, but I'll just put it on the list anyway as an essential. and I would say it's the ABV pot. ABV stands for already been vaped, or it's actually this can be used interchangeably with AVB, which is already vaped bud. You will hear a difference, but it means the same thing. So basically, this is just a pot that you can put all your AVB into, and then it can be put to other uses. Some people sprinkle theirs into food, some people make it into a tea and a coffee, some people will even sprinkle it onto their dog's food if their dogs have problems like seizures or anything like that, and I've personally seen this happen and work. So some patients use it as a tea or coffee, and others bake with it. So it truly is down to you. You don't have to save it if you don't want to, but getting a pot to put your already vaped bud into is, you know, optional, but a good option. So now, to keep all of that tidy, what I would recommend is you get yourself something like a rolling tray or a rolling box. Here is my rolling tray. It does look very clean. If you're wondering if I cleaned it before this video, so this you can open up and it has sections. You can see that section there. There's sections here, 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 and then this section here is like a little rolling section. This actually does come out. You can do that, so you can you know, take it away if you want. And it fits quite a lot of stuff in there, to tell you the truth. Oh, and then it's also got, if you didn't see, like a little Rizzler holder. So your Rizzler can go here. They are good, but the box is very, very bulky compared to the tray. There are so many options when it comes to rolling trays and rolling boxes. Like, oh my word. There are different brands, there are different designs, there are different colours, there are different everything. I personally, like, have had multiple different ones over the years. I have a little travelling one that I took to Prague with me that was pretty cool. So I do like to have a nice selection, if you will. Go wild, go and have a look at any rolling trays or any rolling boxes that you like. So I just want to let you guys know that all of the products that I'm showing you here today, I will put a link in the description to either a estimate of what I have or what I actually have if I've ordered it before. However, I do strongly encourage you guys to go out there and support locally. You probably don't even know that there are some local shops around you that what we call head shops. They will sell most of these things. Instead of going to, you know, online because it's easier, I strongly recommend you go just one day, go down to town, go and have a look into these shops that you may have never even seen before, but now you're noticing because you're a patient. You might be pleasantly surprised to see that they have quite a nice selection of items. And of course, you're supporting locally, so it's just even better. So yeah, I strongly encourage you guys to go out into the wild, if you will, instead of go onto the internet to find these things. Right, so those are the essentials. Now I'm going to give you my optional items. Right, so those who have already seen my traveling to Prague video will have already seen this, but if you haven't, then this is my FireDog travel case. I love this case. It is lockable, so here you put the zips into this section here, and then you lock it or unlock it, and then bam, bam, you have a cute little travel case. This section here comes out. You can put some joint holders, which we'll get onto in a minute, into this section here if you like. It's got a little pocket there. It's got a pocket at the front as well here. You can put some stuff in here. And it's got these 3 sections, which also, these come out, by the way. So you can have the entire thing if these don't work for you. And then when you're done, you come around here, you zip it up. Put the zip. Oh, I need to unlock it. And then it's locked. You are not opening that unless you know the 3-digit combination. So yeah, optional, but really, really good. Even just for like overnight stays. Like if you're going to your friend's house or something and you obviously want to bring your medicine and they've got, you know, I don't know, teenagers or something, I don't know, just whatever. I'm just like super paranoid about everything. So I just try and make sure that everything's secure whenever and wherever I go, anywhere. So yeah, highly recommend it. Again, all of the links are going to be downstairs in the description box. This actual link will be downstairs because I got the order and have completely shared this product with you. And then again, these are optional. If you're a vape smoker, then just disregard this. But if you're like me and you're an old school smoker, maybe you've just got your first cannabis prescription and you're just like, well, I'll try the vape, but what if the vape doesn't work? Then, you know, my recommendation is to get yourself some Rizla. Decent Rizla would be by Raw, OCB. My personal favourite is Elements. These are king size Rizla. You do not have to get king size Rizla. You can get smaller Rizla and you can get different thickness and thinness, but I like these because these are genuinely natural. They're made with hemp paper. They're made in Spain. I've actually seen a video of how they're made and it's really wholesome. The company's great. So Raw's really good. And then some roach tips, which you would use to make your filter tip with. A joint holder, so that if you're going out on a walk, then it doesn't get all crumpled up in your pocket. These come in a variety as well. You can also get ones that actually look like a joint. I think this was actually used for something else. No, it was sold as a joint holder. It's pretty big. And the last thing that I would recommend to any joint smoker would be your M tray or something similar for you to be able to put your Rizla in and hold it and roll it. So that's it. I just want to remind you again that you probably have a local head shop near you. So although all of the links that I'm going to provide down here in the description box are online, again, strongly encourage you to go out and get your grinder and your Rizla and your anything you need from any local shops that may be around. That was a fun one. I really enjoyed doing that. Like, I really enjoyed doing all of them, really. But yeah, that was quite a fun one to do. I just hope that I can help some, you know, maybe newbies that aren't really sure what things are. So thank you guys. If you've liked the video, then please do like the video and push it out there to some more YouTube patients. That'd be awesome. Also, maybe watch one of these videos that YouTube seems to think you'll want to watch. That'd be great. Until the next time, though, guys, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.